Okay, thanks for admiring my 1949 Oldsmobile Futuramic 88 convertible. Olds introduced the 88 badge in 1949. The engine design for the Rocket 88 came from GM's chief researcher, Charles Kettering. He saw the potential in an engine design offering increased compression, and for the Rocket 88, Olds came up with a 303 cubic inch V8 engine capable of 135 horsepower. The overhead valve engine concept offered both power and efficiency. So this was considered America's first true muscle car in 1949. The 4988 convertible served as the Indianapolis 500 pace car. Please admire the beautiful Art Deco hood medallion and the lines on it, which go from the tops of the fenders to the top of the hood all the way back to the bumperettes. Sam, let's take a look at the interior. Door panels, absolutely exquisite two-tone during the restoration. All of the rubber moldings around the doors and the windows, as you can see, were all replaced. Look at the beautiful horn ring on it. Art Deco at its very, very best, even down to the two-tone styling of the dashboard.
Look at the seat piping. Even a different color for the piping.
Yes, very good observation. It's showing 56,000 miles, and it does have the 4-speed hydromatic transmission, so there is an actual overdrive, and it shifts nice and crisp, as you'll see during our test drive. This Olds 88 convertible is really one of my very, very favorites, and it underwent a professional frame-off ground-up restoration, including the exterior, the interior, all of the bright work, which was triple-plated, the convertible top, and all of the mechanics. It is, if you look down the sides of it, Sam, it is as straight as an arrow.
So Norm, what do they call this color?
The color is called Ancane Cream, with tan interior and the tan Hearts Cloth convertible top. Features including the chrome molding on the gas door. The trunk includes what may be the original wide white wall spare wheel, the shop manual, and the original jack still in the box.
Wow. I have never seen a carpeted trunk like that. I mean, typically it's a rubber mat. That's
correct. You know, the Oldsmobile was upgraded, and as you can see, all of the molding around the trunk and the doors, Sam, if all of that looks fresh, it's only because it is. The interior is absolutely pristine. There's no worn or torn or spots anywhere on the seating or the door panels, the carpeting. Just absolutely beautiful. And it will sit 6 people comfortably. And Sam, what I found unusual is that whenever the seat is moved forward, each of the seats could be moved forward independently. Or you remember on the old 2 doors?
Yes, yeah.
It was either one or the other. The engine compartment, as you can see, is finished to show quality standards. The Olds 88 overhead valve engine is absolutely beautiful in there, down to and including the original turtleback carburetors. You can see all of the lines have been finished to show quality. During the restoration, the correct and very costly braided wiring was used during the restoration, as opposed to the standard wiring with 300 pounds of electrical tape. A significant enhancement during the restoration was upgrading the electrical system from 6 volts to 12 volts and upgrading the original generator to an alternator, which makes it much easier to start. And even more importantly, in the evening, the lighting probably has 50% greater output than the 6 volt ever produced.
Starts right up. Talk about the what? Yeah, this one certainly does. It's definitely purring.
Sam, this 49 Olds 88 is really one of my favorites, and it's the only one I've ever owned. You know, I've been very favorably impressed with the performance of it, the handling, the 4-speed hydromatic transmission, which shifts nice and crisp. It is an absolute pleasure to drive. The front end is nice and tight. It's got a new set of wide white wall radial tires on it. The braking system was fully refurbished, so when you apply the brakes, there's no pulling. The front end is nice and tight. Exhaust system is all fresh.
I almost bought a 1967 Corvette in just about this same color. They called it Sunfire Yellow, I think.
Okay.
Really pretty. I just love it.
Yeah. On a pretty day with the sunshine hitting this paint, it just kind of brings it to life.
Sure does.
And with the contrasting interior and the Hearts cloth tan convertible top and boot cover.
Now, what size is the engine again?
331 cubic inches. The Ford V8 flatheads controlled the track in the late 40s until the advent of the Olds Rocket 88 engine, which became, when this was the very first year for it, and Ford kind of passed the baton to Oldsmobile in 1949.
I had never seen a carburetor like that. What do you call it, a turtleback?
Turtleback carburetor. It's the only one I've ever seen as well, and I had that completely refurbished.
A Rochester carburetor.
Okay, so we will start in second gear, and then it will automatically shift into third. But even with two full-size adults, both in good shape. You know, it will make grades effortlessly. So it's got a lot of torque, a lot of get up and go, dual exhaust system on it. And the Indy 500 pace car in 1949 was this same color.
Wow.
Now we're in passing gear, Sam.
Wow. Kicks out nice.
Yeah. It really runs sweet. I just love driving this car. And it is nice and tight.